Hello, this is Coach Anderson at Tidwell, and this video is going to show you how to take your Moodle page and make it into a really neat interactive environment, one that benefits you and the students. And this is using the embed feature that is available in Moodle, but can be kind of hard and cumbersome to use until you get used to it. And I found once I got used to it, my Moodle page is a lot neater for me, a lot neater for the kids. And there's, like I said, definitely some advantages to both. So here's my Moodle page, kind of standard Moodle page here. And when I scroll down, the first thing that my students see is this little map. I made this map using Genially, using an interactive image. But here's what's neat. I embedded this map into my Moodle page. And so when my kids hover over different things, there's Russia, there's the Ural Mountains, this is going to be the Arctic Ocean. And I actually created all of these dots. I made a little key over here so the kids can know that yellow means countries and blue means bodies of water. And I created this map so that only the specific things that I wanted my kids to know or to be using at this time would be there. And then, of course, I embedded it. So it's always there. And so as a resource, I can have the kids use this. And it's easy to find. They don't have to click anything or open anything. And it's got the information that I wanted to share with them. So I'm going to show you how to embed things in a minute. The other thing I wanted to show you is, as I go through, I organize my toggles in a little different way. It took me a little bit of time to do this, but it's by week. And so, for example, if I open up a week here, this is all of my days of the week, and everything is a box. And these boxes were all created using Google Slides, kind of like PowerPoint, but using Google Slides. But the nice thing is, for example, types of government, the students will see this when they're looking at the Moodle page, but this actually is a slideshow. When they click on it, it moves different pages and gives them a lot of the information, all the information that they need. And it's very concise, and like I said, I like this because they don't have to click on things and open things. It's all right there, and then they can navigate just like they would anything. If they want to make it big screen, they can make it big screen. And, of course, they can just use it right on the screen. So it's just really, really cool. So what I'm going to show you today is two things. One is how to embed a Genially, that would be this map up here, and two, how to embed just a standard slideshow. And I kind of use them both in tandem. So let me close this. So on my Moodle page, I'm going to go down here to, this is the most recent week. I haven't added anything in because we haven't started this week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Add an Activity or Resource. And then from this list of all these things, I'm going to choose Label. So I'm going to add a label and click OK. And when the label opens up, which takes a couple seconds here, it's going to give this standard box. And for some of you, it may look like that, just this little box and a few different choices. If it does, just click this little square here, and that opens everything else. And then where you want to click of all these different things is this little right here. This is your HTML editor. So if I click that, I open up this box. Good. So I have this open. Now I'm going to go to the slides that I made. I just made this a few minutes ago. And this is a slide. It doesn't really have, it only has one slide because I don't have anything else to show the kids. But I do have a button here. I created this button, and this links to a quiz that I want the kids to take. And so they'll be able to access from the Moodle page. So I want to embed this into my Moodle page. All I have to do is go to File, Publish to the Web, and then I want to click Embed. Not Link, but Embed. And then I want to click Change the size to Small. So it says Small. Then I click Publish. It's going to say, are you sure? Yep, I'm sure. And then I'm going to copy, Control-C. It's already blue, so I don't have to highlight it again. So I can copy that text. Now I'm going to go back to my Moodle page where the editor's open, and I'm going to Control-V and paste this in. Now this next step's pretty important. On the kids' Chromebooks, 480 by 299 is pretty small. So I changed this 480 to 700, and I changed the 299 to 390. And this fits just perfectly in their Chromebook window when they open it up. And they don't have to scroll around and make things, using the little bars. This works just well. So then I'm going to click Update. It's going to be right there. And then I'm going to click this little center. This centers the whole thing into the box. And then I'm going to click Save and Return to Course. So it's going to save it. And now when I scroll down, it scrolls down for me. It's going to take a second to appear here, and then it's going to be right here in this box. And come on, it's coming. And then once it does, then the students will be able to interact with this. And the nice thing about using Google Slides, while I wait for that to load, is that later on, if I wanted to fix something, if I wanted to change something, if I wanted to change a color, for example, I just change it on the slide, which is in my Google Drive, and it will automatically change what the kids see here. So see how this DBQ essay is white? Maybe I don't want it to be white, so I'll go back to my slide, and I'll change this text, and I'll make the color of the text yellow. There, so maybe it stands out more. So now, right here, if I refresh this screen, let me refresh it down here. So if I go here, and I refresh my screen, then it's going to turn yellow. So the cool thing is this is like having little mini websites, and next year all I have to do if I want to make changes is just change some things on the slides. And now if I click this little button here, it takes me to the quiz that I'm going to have the kids do that I made on Google Forms. So really, really neat. And this, like I said, really increases the interactivity, and it helps your kids because they can do a lot of things and they don't have to fumble around with things. And I keep it organized so the kids know what to find. It's always got the date. It's always got the information that I want, as wordy as I want it to be, and links to things. So that's how I embed a Google slide and why I do that. Now, the next thing I want to show you is how to embed a Genially. Genially is great for having interactive elements and things like the map that I showed you. For tomorrow, the kids are going to use the EU, European Union, DBQ docs D and E. So I want to add this modified document that I made. So I do the same thing, click Add a Document, go to Label, and click Add. And I wait for this little box to appear for the label. And again, I just click the HTML tag and open up the editor. Now on the Genially that I made, I want to add this interactive image. So from my Genially homepage, all I have to do is click the little share button and click the insert. It's got the little ticker tag, which means HTML. And you can do script or iframe. I find that iframe is more standardized, works a lot better on Moodle. So I highlight all that, copy it, or I just click copy, and that copies it to my clipboard. And then I go back to my Moodle page, and I put this in kind of as is. These iframes work just as they are. There's not a whole lot of modifications that you can do on them. And then I click update, and then I center this. Things are nicely centered, and click save and return to course. So this is going to live now underneath the slide that talks about what they're going to be doing today. And this way, this has the interactive elements. So this opened up here. So now when my kids go to this document and read it, they're going to have a paper copy. But what I've done here is I've created some little highlight fields. So this tells what the interwar years was. This tells what the Nobel Peace Prize is. Things I determined that my students might have a hard time with. I went ahead and added these highlights. And then I have context buttons here that pulse like little heartbeats so that the kids can get better context and explains kind of what each paragraph is talking about. So this way, when my kids do their work tomorrow, they know what they're doing. They got the link to the external little thing that they're going to be working with. And then the information that they need that's going to help them work through their documents is also right there for them. So if you have any questions about how to do interactive documents, I made another video about that, and that might be handy for you. I found this is a wonderful way to use Genially to help the kiddos that have a little bit more difficult time reading some of this more challenging text. As always, if you have any questions about anything you saw in this video or anything that I can help you with, feel free to reach out to me. You can get me at the email manderson01@nisttx.org. Have a great day.